Welcome to the stream. Give everyone a couple of minutes in, and we'll start doing my cooking streamings. Oh, shit. Forgot about that. Oh, well. Anyway, let's get into it.
There's a bucket. It's full of honey. Pours onto you. You're butt naked. All of a sudden, there's heat lamps all around you. You start getting hot. You start getting sticky. You start getting sweaty and sticky at the same time. All of a sudden, the person of your dreams magically appears on top of you. You're sandwiched now. The only thing in between you is a pile of sticky, hot honey. Those are dreams. This is reality.
Pretty fucked up there, Maddie.
You ready? I'm cooking something today. I'm gonna be making hot honey roasted chicken thigh sliders. The first thing that we're gonna do here on Cooking Something is we're gonna make our pepper hot honey agrodolce. I don't know, sliders sounds pretty gimmicky. We're gonna take 1 Cubanelle. Hot honey even sounds a little gimmicky. Put them in the blend dog. But let me tell you something. A little bit of some orange peppers. We're gonna be making something that you've never seen before. Yeah, 1 more Cubanelles. Or I've never seen before, but I don't look at the internet. Put them in the blend dog. Maybe this has been done 10 million times. Green pepper rounds it out, okay? Ow, I'll never know. Does a tree fall in the woods if it's TikToked? Yes. You know, all these cooking videos and all these TikToks and stuff, they always cut everything so nice. And it's just like, get a job. Are these Fresnos? No, it's red long hots. I want it to actually be spicy, so we're gonna put in 1 Scotch bonnet. Boom. Just lay down on these red silk sheets and let me drizzle you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is something I don't get. Why does everyone cook everything so nice if it's just gonna go into a fucking blender?
6 cloves of Garlic. Let me drizzle you with the knowledge, the technique-driven cooking video I'm about to give you.
Do them on the
that's
main
just
pan.
white vinegar.
On the main
I'm gonna put in
channel.
like a 1/2 cup. Then we're gonna blend this up. Look at that. We're already cooking. It's already done. Silk sheets suck though. You know, if you got like, I kind of got some raw dogs on my feet. Vinegar peppers. You know, you got that like couple skins. Oh yeah. You know those dry skins you got on them feet, and you move around and like a little, like even just like a hair of a toenail, like a little splinter on your hair of your toenail in a silk sheet makes me barf. You're gonna take a big ol' couple honeys. See, you're on the silk sheets right now. Why can something feel so good make you barf with like at the slightest little skin, dry skin? Just lay on the sheets. Shut up. Into the silk sheets. It's almost like it's like, just lay on the sheets. I don't know. And let me just get the honey out. It like pulls on you. Little whisk. And then we're just gonna bring this up and get this kind of like to a nice consistency and reduce this a bit. Silkworms. Who would have thought? Who figured that out? Who figured that out? Come on, great job. Bang it. That is so fucking good. My measurements are perfect. Take this little worm and be like, I'm taking this fucking shit and making bed sheets. I cook from my heart, my soul. Scarves, jackets. I'm just fucking.
He's talking about the manufacture of silk sheets and making this fucking, I don't know, hot sauce or marinade or.
Blowing shit out my ass. What else? So many things. Gloves, and it's coming out fucking diamonds. Imagine putting a silk glove on. All those beautiful peppers in there. You know, it's like a roasted red pepper jam, but liquid. So here we have just some boneless, skin-on chakais. I'm gonna do some salt and pepper. A little salt, flip these over, really touch a lot of stuff, get the chicken going. Dun, 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 dun. So we got our hot honey. Look at this, wow. this is gonna be so good. Oh, yeah. I kind of just want some fresh rosemary in here. I was just thinking that would be nice. So we're gonna put this in a preheated oven. This looks so good. And then the fat's gonna go.
Oh my God, he's got a goddamn rat tail. Oh, Maddie, you are one of a kind.
And this is gonna bubble up, and we're gonna char the fuck out of this. Chicken thighs are in. We're gonna do a little bit of a cleanup, and then we're gonna get ready, and I'm gonna show you how to make a really punchy ranch dressing that's full of herbs. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make a ranch dressing. It's very easy. You can go up or down, left or right. A lot of different things you can do with it, but most of the time, it's kind of like a mayo, sour cream. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot mustard in it. Little, what's that, tarragon vinegar? Red wine vinegar, I got a little bit of buttermilk to let it out. And then we're gonna be adding some dill, some parsley, and some chives. And then we're gonna add some lemon zest, lemon juice. And that's how you make ranch dressing. Pitch perfect, fuckos.
Paris and Nicole are reuniting for their next big endeavor.
We decided to turn our famous song, Sana Sana, into an opera.
What?
Let's check it out. Can you see it? Look, it's bubbling, it's crisping. All those blended peppers on top are gonna get crunchy and sticky. The bottom is cooking the chicken even nice and evenly, and the top is getting super crispy. This is perfect. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Hallelujah, they say. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to make like a kind of a pickle slaw. Parsley, some chives, dill. That's probably plenty, actually. Okay? So into a bowl, we got a couple little pickies. We'll just slice them up, okay? Into the thing. Here we go. We got some pickled jalapenos. A little once over, that's it. Nothing much, okay? Then we got these little bangers. Yeah, this is gonna be a good little crunchy, little fresh slaw. Right on top of those sticky, crunchy, crispy, hot honey chicken thighs. Perfect amount of onion, a little dried chili flake, a little olive oil just to bring it together, a little lemon juice, a little salt, and pepper. This is nice. This is a nice dish. You fucking kidding me? Guys, look at these. Oh, this is nice chicken. Okay, back in, back in, back in. Shh, back away. I'm doing good today. This is a good fucking dish. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make some buns. We always toast our buns. Boom, perfect. How many do I got? I got 6? Okay. You guys are gonna make this, because this is simple. This isn't like making a pot roast or fucking some goddamn 4-day thing. This is a couple chicken thighs with some blended peppers and some honey and fucking vinegar for me. A couple little buns. A little butter on top. You know what I'm talking about? Put some salt on your butter buns. I'm just gonna put these in the oven, bake these up a bit. All hot honey in there. You feel me? I'm doing this shit for you because you guys can make this at home. See so many fucking people making shit that's viral. Like, this is fucking sick, okay? These buns are nice and hot, buttered up, salty little soft jubes. Oof. Oof. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that.
Looks good to me.
Oh my God. And don't mind the super burnt pieces, because that's the good stuff. Look at these little nugs. This is so amazing. Wow. I love making something actually for the first time where it's just nuts. You take a bun, you open it up, little nugget, just enough. A little piece of chicky. Oh, look at what? Look at that. The fuck is going on? Look at that little thing. That little thing is so full of fucktown. This is fucktown. This is like maybe one of the greatest things I've ever made, I feel. Take this, and then we just drizzle that. This is Dunk City. Okay. Oh.
Fucking make Matty Matheson the goddamn Prime Minister of Canada.
Whoa. This is insane. Man, you're having a party You make a couple rounds of these, everyone's gonna be like, where's the red silk sheets at? I'm ready. That is so fucking good. Where are your red silk sheets? The bedding. We're just eating hot caramel chicken. A lot of people aren't ready. But when you make this, all of a sudden, everyone in the room's gonna start looking at each other and be like, hey, where's those red silk sheets at? Look, I got like 6 people down here.
How is he equating silk fucking sheets to a chicken sandwich?
Here are my red silk sheets. Look, this is me up top. Just me up top. Just like, that's spicy. Hey, everyone's down there. Hey, tie me the fuck up. And I'm like, hey. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, bro, are you kidding me right now? What am I doing? We're done playing games. Oh, dip me in goddamn hot honey. It's in God's hands. Some people say I'm very patient. I've heard that many, many times. One of the most patient people. I sound like Donald Trump. What's up, everybody? I'm Matty Matheson! And today I'm cooking something. We're gonna be making birria egg rolls. What the fuck? Yeah! So the first thing that we need to do is make our birria. Birrias taste amazing. We got our dried ancho peps. We're gonna toast them up in the pot.
Boom.
Egg rolls taste amazing. We got our guajillo peppers.
I like egg rolls.
Throw a couple of those in there.
Boom.
Toast them up. And we're gonna be putting them together. Peppers are bowl. I always think it sounds different, and I know that I'm saying it wrong. So put those in. And we're gonna be making something I don't think anyone's made yet, but maybe kind of similar. You know, it's very similar to a taquito. Cinnamon. Absolutely beautiful cinnamon.
Boom.
Put that in there. But I think the egg roll wrappers, we're gonna toast that up. The old egg roll skins is what I'm desiring. Toasting that up. I just love an egg roll, and I feel like egg rolls don't really get a lot of love. But the one thing that I don't like about egg rolls is bean sprouts. I kind of hate bean sprouts. I hate bean sprouts in like pho. I hate bean sprouts in an egg roll because you always bite it and just everything comes out. So we have a beautiful chuck here. Chuck, I think, is the best type of beef for when you're making birria. We're just gonna cut this into big chunks. Taking the egg roll and then making a beautiful birria. I just think that like it needs to happen. I don't think browning it is gonna add that much more flavor, truly. It's gonna add a little bit, but for something like this, I think it's gonna be okay. Okay? Birria egg rolls is gonna be really big. Here we go. Let's make birria egg rolls. See that? Little smoky, we're getting a little toasty. Warming up these little peps. It'd be cool if I could actually speak French. But, you know, being Canadian and all. And then we're gonna take just some tomato puree. Put that in there. But you can imagine me, my younger years.
I have no plans for New Year's. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning.
French class, I didn't do so well. Then we're gonna take our beef stock and pour that in. So if you wanted to make like a super, super dank consomme, you could add some bone marrow, even some chicken feet will go a long way and give you that real sticky. I think one of my teachers named Madame Seabear, she got really mad at me one time. And then we have our chunks of beef, beautiful marble, lots of flavor, lots of fat. We're just gonna plop this in there. And I think she was like holding her keys and she like slammed her hand down on my desk. I am gonna season it with some salt and pepper. I was doing something stupid probably. And I just remember that she like slammed her keys so hard on her desk that she like kind of like cut her hand. We're gonna throw in some bay leaf, some nice little cumin seeds. And I started laughing because I was like, why'd you do that? And we're gonna throw in a little pinch of oregano. Why'd you do that, madame? Once again, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. They don't really have Mexican oregano, or I would use some beautiful, fresh, beautiful Mexican oregano. And then I got sent to the office. We can't have everything we want. I was amazed we even could get the peppers. And I was just like, but you slammed your hand down, and they were brought in from New York. You should control yourself. I'm gonna add some onion. You should control yourself. We're gonna put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cloves of garlic. We're also just gonna put in a couple peppercorns. Then we're gonna bring it up to temperature, put it into the oven at 325 into the middle rack for about 2.5 to 3 hours. Let's braise it up. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna make some salsa matcha. So we're just putting in all the same peppers that we put in. I'm gonna put a little bit of the cinnamon that was left over. And we got some peanuts. I'm gonna throw the peanuts in there too, because I like it a little more choppy. We're just gonna pulse this stuff. Ooh, that smells so good. We're gonna take some garlic. I'm just gonna slice this up real quick. Okay, need a little oil, or like that much. We're gonna throw in our garlic, throw in all those sesame seeds, some cumin seeds, our peppers, and our peanuts, some paprika, some Mexican chili powder too. We're gonna throw in some cayenne. We're gonna throw in some dried chilies as well. Real spice town. Some salt. Cool. And you just want to cook this until all the peanuts are nice and roasted, the garlic is nice and roasted, and the sesame seeds are roasted, and all the peppers. It's really a beautiful salsa. That's what's up. I'm gonna lift the veil on cooking shows and everything that we do worldwide. This is a different pot than the pot that I made, that the pot is actually in here still cooking! But we don't have like 4 hours to hang out and wait. So like we made some of this shit yesterday. So I got some beautiful nuggies right here, right now. This in the oven is
I would like to point out I'll just take the 4 hours.
braising. Once it's cooked to fork tender, we're gonna take it out, we're gonna strain it, and then we're gonna pour the liquid back onto the beef.
All right, move on from this because ain't a whole lot I can work with. All right, let's do my old friend, my dear.
When Capital One
friend.
helps you easily manage your money.
Fuckhead
Check your credit
Stephen
score like
White.
that and redeem your credit card rewards with a tap. So dinner is no longer up in the air, thanks to the Capital One app.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer attacks and
Whiskey smoked turkey, barbecued onions,
Oh God. Hold on. Need a moment.
smoked cream corn, and bacon apple crisp. Thanksgiving comes early to the Sonoran Desert at the JW Marriott Star Pass Resort in Tucson, Arizona. I'm Steve.
Jesus Christ! Even when you cook outside, it's pretentious.
Steven Reichlin, and this is Project Smoke. Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Busy morning. Didn't expect the rain this morning. But you know, the show must go on, right? Thanksgiving comes early in today's show.
You want more butter?
Yeah, we ought to have more butter. Sure.
Turkey moves from the oven to the smoker.
Peppercorns, cloves.
Even the side dishes and dessert get smoked. It's Project Smoke Thanksgiving. Get ready.
Why did the boars like to come around?
I think they like smoked turkey.
Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because I get to fire up a lot of smokers to prepare the Thanksgiving feast. We always smoke our turkey. I love the way that the joint techniques of brining and smoking give you a bird with incredibly moist flesh. No more dry turkey. Turkey presents cooks with a unique challenge. The breast cooks faster than the legs. By the time the legs reach a safe temperature of 165 degrees,
Okay.
the breast is as dry.
I'm sorry, but every other chef I have ever heard has basically said once the turkey is done in the breast, everything else is done. because the breast is the biggest piece of meat in the motherfucking bird. You are the only exception to this. So, sorry, I guess I'll take Gordon Ramsay's advice over yours.
Dry as, well, you get the idea. I have 3 solutions. Number 1, brine the turkey. Number 2, inject the breast with melted butter. And above all, cook the turkey in a smoker.
Or you could cook the turkey breast side down, because most of the fat, what little there is in a turkey, is in the dark meat, which is the legs and the thighs. And it kind of self-base it. You could also get your hand up under the turkey, careful not to split the skin, and rub butter underneath it. Injecting it is kind of a waste of time because most likely it'll just, well, fall out.
Step number 1, the brine. First, bring half the water for the brine to a boil. It will make it easier to dissolve the salt and the maple syrup. Just grab a little boiling water and dissolve the maple syrup. There you go. And whisk until the salt crystals are dissolved. Moisture loss is inevitable when you cook meat. The heat causes muscle fibers to contract, squeezing out moisture. During cooking, the meat can lose up to 30% of its weight. When it comes to keeping foods moist, few techniques rival brining. Meat soaked in plain water will absorb moisture, but it will not retain it during cooking. The real secret to a brine is the salt in the water and a process called denaturing. Salt, comprised of sodium and chloride, dissolves in water into positively charged sodium ions.
Well, actually, salt doesn't technically dissolve in water. Not like sugar, at least.
Negatively charged chloride ions. The sodium gives the meat its agreeably salty flavor. When the chloride diffuses through the
Or if you knew how to properly smoke meat, you wouldn't have to go through this step.
proteins, the negative ions repel each other, like opposing magnets, swelling and pushing the meat fibers apart and creating gaps that are filled by water. The result? Brine meat retains more water during cooking, reducing the shrinkage to as little as 15%. So what's the ideal ratio of salt to water? Tradition and science suggest 7 ounces, or 3/4 cup of salt per gallon of water. That gives you a salt concentration of 6 to 7%. Now, the next thing you want to do, once the salt and maple syrup are dissolved, is cool the brine down. So we'll add ice water in equal proportions to the boiling water we started out with.
I see crew members are hitting the jack early.
Now the aromatics. Take a 1/4 onion
And trust me, if I had to work with Steve Shaz, I'd drink too.
and pin a bay leaf to it with a clove. Bay leaf has a natural affinity for turkey and all poultry. Then add the onions, bay leaves, and cloves to the brine. Next, a handful of black peppercorns. And finally, a generous shot of whiskey.
A little bit
Now,
more
the
than a
first thing
shot
you want
there,
to do
Steve.
is remove the neck and giblets. So next, turn the turkey over. You want to fold the wingtips under the wings. I always like to use an organic turkey. It tastes better and it feels better knowing you're buying a bird that was humanely raised, preferably from a local farmer. Remove any excess lumps of fat. Then pull the turkey skin back and pin it closed with a couple of toothpicks. Now, turn the bird over. This turkey comes pre-trussed, but if you need to, take a piece of butcher string and just tie it around the drumsticks. So here's a batch of brine I made and chilled earlier. Take the turkey and lower it into the brine. Make sure it's completely submerged. And you'll brine it for 24 hours. Remember to turn the turkey over halfway through so it brines evenly. Meanwhile, let me show you the smoker.
Not completely covered, Steve.
We're going to cook the turkey in a pellet smoker, often called
God forbid you use a stick smoker.
a pellet grill. The fuel is these pellets of hardwood sawdust. And as in a conventional smoker, you can choose apple wood pellets or cherry wood pellets, mesquite. In other words, you can vary the fuel. The way this works, there's a hopper in the back or on some models on the side, and you load the hopper with these hardwood pellets. There's an auger at the bottom that brings the pellets to the smoke chamber. Now, this is the smoke chamber, and if
I knew Big Lots has been struggling for years. Party City I didn't know about.
if you lift the grate, you can actually see the mechanism where the pellets are burned. There's a heating element underneath. It sets the pellets on fire. The pellets create both the heat and the smoke. And on some models, you can actually remove this plate and direct grill directly over a wood fire. The last thing to look at is the control panel. I'm going to cook the turkey at 250 degrees. The cooking time is 4 to 5 hours. Back to the turkey. So here's the turkey after it's brined for 24 hours. I drained it and...
How big is that turkey? I mean, even if it's a fresh turkey, even if it's this, that, or the third, that's a hell of a short cook time for that low.
And placed it on a rack so it can dry on all sides. The last step is to inject the breast with butter. This is a marinade injector. Looks like an oversized hypodermic needle. And you plunge it into melted butter and then simply pull back on the plunger and insert the needle deep into the turkey flesh and inject it with melted butter. And you want to just inject the melted butter a little bit at a time so it doesn't come back and squirt you. Some people will add chicken stock or bourbon or brandy. I like to keep it simple with melted butter. Let's put the turkey in the smoker. Open the lid, and the turkey just slides right off. And we'll close the lid. Cooking time is about 4 to 5 hours. After 2 hours, we'll start basting the outside of the turkey with melted butter.
I like the basting part. That's the part that's flipping me out, is 250 for 4 hours?
We're midway through the smoking process, and wow, check out that turkey. Is that beautiful? So I've been basting every hour, basting with more melted
Jesus Christ, I must be tired. I'm calm during a Steven Reichland video.
butter. This will give the bird a nice luster, great flavor, and help crisp the skin. And check this out. I took the roasted turkey neck and combined it with some poultry stock, and I'm smoking that to make a smoked turkey jus.
So you couldn't just say chicken stock, you had to say poultry stock.
It won't be long now. It's been 5 hours and turkey sure looks done, but the way you check for sure is with an instant read meat thermometer. Insert it into the deepest part of the...
Except never buy a digital... Well, okay, you can buy a digital one, but always have an analog one as backup, because if the analog one gets screwed up and gets uncalibrated, you can recalibrate that one. If a digital one, if its calibration gets screwed up, you're fucked. You have to buy a new thermometer.
thigh, 170 degrees. Bingo, we're in business. Then you want to put on a pair of heat-safe food gloves and grab the turkey.
Except, Steve, your turkey might already be fucked because it read 172. It's going to cook another 5, probably get up to 175, 176, you know, while it's resting.
Put it on a cutting board.
Because things don't stop cooking the second you take them off the grill, out of the oven, off the range, or whatever.
Now, I know you want to eat this bird right away, but it will taste better and be juicier if you loosely tent it with foil and let it rest.
Fuck, at least he's resting it.
For about 20 minutes. Notice I said loosely, don't bunch the foil around the turkey or you'll make the skin soggy. So we'll just make a cut along one side of the breastbone, and then I just have to cut into this right away. Oh, man. Look how beautiful that turkey looks. And now a little of that smoked turkey jus. And finally, instead of the usual cranberry sauce, this is a jalapeno cranberry salsa.
Oh, God, of course you had to make a fucking salsa. Oh, shit.
This is a jalapeno cranberry salsa. The recipe is on our website.
And takes the smallest bite humanly possible.
Oh, man. The smoke flavor is really nice. The brine, it's moist. It's everything you want turkey to be. And this salsa has a nice kick. So the next time you cook a turkey, remember the Project Smoke formula. Brine it, inject it, smoke it.
Now, if you would like to actually learn how to cook a turkey, listen to me.
One of the reasons I'm so obsessed with smoke is its ability to make ordinary ingredients remarkable, like onions. Stuff a humble onion with bacon and jalapenos, smoke it with hickory, and ordinary becomes extraordinary. First step, the stuffing. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter in a cast iron skillet. Then add thinly slivered artisanal bacon. Now, what do I mean by artisanal bacon? It's bacon that's smoked with real wood in a real smokehouse. You may be surprised to learn that most commercial bacon is actually flavored with liquid.
Translation: buy your bacon from the most pretentious cocksucking store on the planet.
Smoke. Once the bacon begins to brown, add chopped jalapeno chilies, seeded if you want a milder stuffing, and with seeds in if you like things fiery, and a little chopped onion, and you want to saute these ingredients until golden brown. While they cook, let me show you how to prepare the onions. You want to choose a sweet onion, like a Maui onion or a Walla Walla.
My God. Jesus. The rest of the country will have to make do with Vidalias.
Insert.
God, this is something that just is driving me nuts. Even about YouTube cooks anymore. They all use these ingredients that your average person either A, can't find, or B, can't afford.
The tip of a paring knife and make a circular cut to remove a cone-shaped plug from the center. We can cut it a little deeper. Make a shallow lengthwise cut along the outside of the onion and remove the skin. Then cut off the root end. Now place the onion on a grill ring or a ring of crumpled aluminum foil and stuff the cavity with the bacon jalapeno mixture. What's nice about this is you get a 1-2 punch of smoke from the bacon and heat from the jalapenos. I'll finish stuffing the 4 onions,
Thank you,
and then we'll get them
man.
into the smoker. Then with
The onions are not expensive, but try to find a Walla Walla onion.
back of a spoon, press the stuffing down and make a little depression in the center. Now take your favorite barbecue sauce and place a spoonful in the center of each onion. Finally, place a square of butter on top of the barbecue sauce. What's going to happen is as the onions smoke, the butter is going to melt into the barbecue sauce, which will melt into the stuffing, which will melt into the layers of the onions. And if you think it sounds
Did you make the barbecue sauce yourself, or is that store-bought?
good, wait till you taste it. Arrange the stuffed onions on the
No, they fucking don't, Billy.
smoker rack. Then put the onions in the smoker.
It's about as funny as when fucking Iron Gullet said his auto mechanic shop is nothing but women.
I'm using an electric smoker for these barbecued onions, and it's fueled with these discs of hickory
God forbid you run a fire.
sawdust. Set the temperature at 300 degrees. The cooking time is about 2.5.
My favorite store-bought barbecue sauce is until there's a new champ, Famous Dave's.
To 3 hours.
But typically I'll make my own barbecue sauce. But in a pinch, I like Famous Dave's.
So how do you know when the onions are ready? Well, first of all, they look golden brown. You can see the butter and barbecue sauce have melted into the filling. But you also want to squeeze the sides, and when they are squeezably soft, you're in business. So take the onions out of the smoker. And look at these onions. They look amazing, don't they?
Wait a second. Hold up. Back up just one moment.
And look at these onions. They look amazing.
What is that blue shit on the side of the onion? Did you forget to remove the sticker? Fun fact, actually, those fucking stickers on produce are actually edible. But did we forget a sticker? Because there's not a lot of blue food out there.
Amazing, don't they?
I don't know why nature hates blue, but it does. What is this shit on the side? Now I am genuinely curious.
The whole thing has just turned into buttery barbecue awesomeness.
No, it really doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm going with the chat here. That looks like burnt.
Let's see how we did.
And I can tell you the mistake he made. He added the barbecue sauce way too early. The problem with barbecue sauce and why you can never add it when you're beginning to cook is every barbecue sauce, I don't care the recipe, has sugar in it. And sugar will eventually burn. You want the barbecue sauce to caramelize. Caramelized sugar is delicious. Burnt sugar tastes like ass.
Cut the onion. Super tender. Look at that. Wow. That bacon bar.
Yes, take a Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've seen toddlers take bigger bites than you.
Barbecue combo is really nice. Barbecued onions, Project Smoke style. It's a new Thanksgiving tradition.
Maybe just 2.
Abby and I are trying to make these look as beautiful as possible. That's a nice angle for the beauty shots that are seen a couple times during the show.
What could be more American for Thanksgiving than apple pie? Well, this one gets a twist, a bacon.
That looks like it was in the middle of a nuclear fucking war.
Apple crisp. It receives a double blast of smoke flavor inside from the bacon, an ingredient you don't normally associate with apple pie, but
Fuck it. Bacon makes everything better.
remember, everything tastes better with bacon. On the outside, a blast of apple wood smoke. I think you'll really like it. For the filling, start by crisping 1 strip of smoky bacon cut into
this is the part where he just gave up and let one of his unpaid interns cook this.
1/4-inch slivers. Stir in 3 pounds of sweet apples, thinly sliced or cubed, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or all-purpose white flour to thicken the filling, 1 teaspoon freshly grated lemon zest, teaspoon of cinnamon, salt, and 3 tablespoons of rye whiskey. Mix these ingredients together. The topping starts with 1.
If I had to make a apple pie with whiskey, I would have added. I wouldn't have done rye. I would have done. What is it? God, Fireball. That's cinnamon whiskey shit.
1/2 cup each granola, all-purpose white flour, granulated sugar, and brown sugar, salt, and 1 stick of unsalted butter. Place these ingredients in a food processor and pulse to form a crumb.
All right, that's all I can stand of him. What do I want to do next? All right, I gotta see this. This is from Food Fusion. Spicy Korean pasta. Okay.
감사합니다.
Okay, so a couple of tablespoons of peanuts that you grind into powder, red chili, sesame seeds, garlic. What the fuck is chicken powder? Is that like chicken bouillon or salt, ground peanuts, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, hot sauce that you stole from me, spring onions. Now that's odd. Alright, so basically you kind of have a reverse pesto here. And 150 grams of spaghetti. Give it a good mix. Well, son of a bitch, I'm gonna make that. I'll have to figure, I'll have to convert it because I'm not going to do just 150 grams of spaghetti. That ain't going to happen. Shit, that looked good. I'm going to make that. Alright, I'm going to go to one of the oldest ones, and this will probably be the last video of the night. But we'll see. Apple cider turkey from the Barbecue Pit Boys.
Oh, me a fat brisket. I got my barbecue shoes on. Welcome to BarbecuePitBoys.com. Today we're going to be cooking up apple
I love the Home Depot bucket.
cider turkey, and it's real easy to do. All right, here I've got about a 13-pound, almost 14-pound turkey. It's
All right, like the size. Typically, I like to cook smaller birds, like 13, 14 pounds. And if I have a bunch of people coming over, then I just make 2 birds.
already been washed, prepped, and what we're going to do here is we're going to brine this thing, all right? And it's going to take maybe 18 to 24 hours brining, so we're doing this the day before the cook. All right, for this brine, it's real simple, and we're going to start out with 1 gallon of apple cider, all right? Now, you could substitute apple juice, but you want to get yourself a gallon of apple cider if you can, all right, for real good flavor.
No, for this, yeah, I would use apple cider. Apple juice is way too fucking sweet.
Now, the reason we're going to do brining is because it adds a lot of moisture to that turkey. And so you don't want to have to eat any more of that mama's dried out turkey, right, on that holiday. You do it like this and be good every time. Now, a brine always has salt, and we're putting in 1 cup of kosher salt. And here I've got 1 cup of dark brown sugar, all right? And we're putting them in this pan. We're going to heat them up because we want to dissolve the salt and the sugar in this gallon of apple cider. All right, and that only takes a few minutes. All right, the salt and the sugar have been dissolved. And here we're going to add some flavoring to this brine. And I've got about 8 or 10 cloves of garlic. And you just want to crush them like this. Oh, yeah, you got to have some garlic in the brine, man. It's going to taste real good. Now, if you've never had a apple cider turkey before, you definitely got to check this out, all right? This is some good eating at the pit. Now, here I've got some ginger, and I'm going to slice up, maybe a handful of ginger. Man, this adds a lot of nice flavor right to this brine. Oh, man. All right, garlic and ginger are done. And here I've got 4 oranges. I'm just going to quarter them up. Simple enough. Yeah, and it's going to add a little bit of tang, right, to that brine. A little citrus flavor. Oh, yeah, it tastes good.
And now
All right.
I'm lost.
Let's put this together. Now, best way to brine, or easiest way to brine, is get yourself a paint bucket like this, or maybe you've got an old cooler or something like that, because we're going to need it to sit, like I said, 18 to 24 hours. You want to have to keep it cold, right? So here I'm going to throw this dissolved salt and sugar and apple cider into this bucket. Yeah. And I'm going to touch it a little bit of water because we want enough liquid in there to cover the turkey, right? I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Now, here's a little bit of magic to this brine. I'm putting about maybe 1/4 to 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. All right, let's throw the garlic and the ginger in there. And here I've got some chili pepper flakes, all right? Pepper flakes. I put in about 2 tablespoons.
I like their better brine already, way better than Steve's.
Oh, man. This here's gonna taste.
Probably cold enough outside with the water and everything that it probably brought the temperature below where that plastic would be an issue.
Good. Now we're gonna
yeah, my alarm bells kind of rang a little bit there too.
take the turkey, drop it in this bucket. But before we do that, here I've got some savory, right? What we have here is sprigs of sage and rosemary and thyme. Not too much. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overpower the taste of this brine. So you just use a couple of sprigs of sage and rosemary and thyme, right? Oh, yeah. And here we'll drop it in the bucket. And of course, we want to keep this turkey real cold, all right? And so we're going to add a bag of ice in there. This way it'll marinate in ice overnight, right? You don't have to worry about it getting too warm. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so the ice would have brought anything, yeah.
All right. Brine is done. Turkey is marinating. And all you have to do now is put the cover on and wait for morning. And through the miracle of time, this turkey has been brined. Oh, yeah. Man.
Okay, this part I'm not liking a whole lot because there's not a lot of room between that turkey and their coals.
Just take a look at that.
I always would use an offset smoker.
Man. It smells good. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to put it in a roasting pan and we're going to dry it off. And you also want to get these sprigs of savory out of here, right? You don't need them anymore. You got enough flavoring in there. Now you're going to wipe down the turkey real good, get it nice and dry. Get that brine off of there. You really don't have to rinse it.
Well, also, if you want the goddamn,
Oh, yeah.
if you want the seasoning to stick, you need to wipe it off.
Here, food police are looking for the pit boys. You bet. All right, that bird has been dried off. And we're going to use this roasting pan here. It's got a grate inside to keep it off the bottom. And here we've got some of them giblets, all right? The neck, liver, heart, kidneys. You just throw it in that pan. Those drippings will get into that gravy, all right?
All right, is it going to season this?
Now, before we throw it on the grill, we're going to hit this turkey with a little bit of EVOO, or what they call extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, nah, I'm not liking this. Extra virgin olive oil shouldn't be used for this.
Just using olive oil or any good veggie oil.
Veggie oil, fine. Peanut oil, cool. Regular olive oil, fine. Grapeseed oil, cool. Extra virgin olive oil, yeah, I'm not liking this.
Brush it on like that. It's going to help sear that skin. Yeah. Now we want to oil up this side too. Now the technique we're going to use here is we're going to cook this bird for the first hour, maybe hour and 20 minutes with the breast side down. And this here is going to help it cook it right, nice and even, right?
Okay, I do that technique too.
And here I'm adding a bottle of ale. Choose your favorite ale. This is going to keep
Technically, it's a bottle of hard apple cider, but splitting hairs.
the moisture level up during this long cook. And it's going to take about maybe 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Want to keep the temperatures fairly low
this I
to
don't
keep
like.
that moisture in there.
That bird is way too close. That bird is damn near getting direct grilled on some parts. This, if you wanted to do this, you should have used a bigger barrel smoker. You'd want an offset. You'd want an offset fire. This isn't gonna cook evenly at all.
Oh, yeah. Nothing left to do
This is the first time I've actually had a serious disagreement with these guys.
now, but wait. All right, about an hour and 20 minutes has gone by.
You see the two sides. I mean, I love you guys, but this one you really struck out on.
Breast side down, and what we want to do now is we're going to be flipping it, right? And cook it the rest of the way with the breast side up, a traditional way. And like I said, we do this so the dark meat and the white meat cook evenly, right? So we'll just flip her.
But the problem is half the fucking bird is damn near getting cooked over the coals.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they can't all be winners, and
Smells
everybody's
good
got to
enough
have
to
a
eat
bad
already,
one, but
wow. We've got a while to go yet. And of course, you want to...
Normally these guys make good food, but Jesus Christ, did they miss the mark on this one.
Baste it. Every time you're looking at the bird or whatever, get that turkey baster out and just hit it. Bringing up all those flavors, right? Yeah.
We'll see how the final product looks.
Put the cover on. Wait a little bit more. All right. We're about 2 hours, 2.5 hours in this here, and we need to raise the temperature of this grill a little bit. It's getting down below 250. So we're just going to add some more pre-lit charcoal to this. You may or may not have to do that with your grill. But again, we want to keep those temperatures about 300 to 325.
Ass piece of cardboard.
Of course, we're going to baste it again. Oh, yeah. Now, you do it this way, your mama's going to have you do the turkey every holiday. You watch. Of course, that leaves mama's oven open for all them sides she's got to cook, right? All right, put the cover on. Another hour or so to go. All right, during the last hour or so, what we got here is some melted butter. And we're gonna paint some melted butter on there, and this here is gonna give us a nice crispy skin, give it some color, make it look real pretty. Oh yeah.
Butter will add some moisture value.
There's gonna be some good eating at the pit. All right. Not long to go. I'll just kick back, get a fire going, get ready for supper.
All right, need another beer.
All right. I say this turkey is done. All right. Oh, take a look at that. do a little bit more of that ale, beer, and turkey drippings. Right? Yeah, baste it good like that. All right. Now, of course, you want to check the temperature of this bird. Right here, we got an instant read thermometer. And we're looking for about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want to cook it much more than that because we're going to let it set on that cutting board there. It'll continue to cook.
These are the only tumblers that flavor your water as you drink through their flavor cartridges. With innovative straw sip technologies and a flavor dial for fully customizable flavor intensity. Just pick a flavor, turn the dial, and enjoy your new favorite.
It won't dry out that turkey.
That's the thing that a lot of people forget. That motherfucker is going to cook for another 5 minutes. It's just, shit doesn't stop cooking the second you get it off the heat source.
And what we're going to do here is tent it with some aluminum, right? You know all about that. Let it set. Let the moisture inside that turkey re-permeate, right? To assure it's nice and moist, juicy, tender. Oh, yeah. Now, with a turkey this size, you want to let it rest for about an hour. I say it's time to eat. See that moisture in there?
And this, kids, is why we rest our meat.
Baby. You hungry or what? And of course, as always, we do apologize, but we're going to have to eat some of this right in front of you. We call this Pitmaster privilege.
All right. And that's the show for today. Good night, everybody.